Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another encouraging word for you today, but first I have to tell you a story. So, last night I was feeling miserable. I was just wallowing in self-pity and depression. It was not fun at all. I was looking at my life with the most negative attitude, and I reached out to my best friend and explained all the reasons why I was feeling depressed, and in my mind, all the reasons why I was justified in feeling depressed and how terrible my life was. Um, and my friend responded not the way I wanted her to be honest. I felt justified in how miserable I was feeling. And what I wanted her to do was wallow with me in my pain. In the moment, that's what I wanted. I'm mature enough to admit it. And instead, she said, Riley, I love you, friend. I know you don't feel good right now, but it won't last forever. Your feelings are not the truth, and I'm gonna need you to count your blessings. And then homegirl started listing out, she knows me well enough, so she started listing out the blessings that she sees fruit in my life, the ways that God is moving. And so ultimately, I wanted to wallow in self-pity, and homegirl did not let me stay in that place. It was very annoying at first because I just wanted to feel negative. I was already feeling negative and I wanted someone to join me in it. But I have a friend who loves Jesus and who really walked me through. She didn't know it, but she really walked me through Hebrews 12, which is the scripture for today. I actually heard this in a meeting yesterday, and then got to live it out last night. And it just started sinking in that this is what she walked me through this morning. So that's why I'm sharing. That was a long explanation. I'm sorry. Welcome to my channel where I don't edit and we just share what God's teaching us and we ramble. It's a good time. Hebrews 12:1. Therefore, since we have such a large cloud of witnesses surrounding us, let us lay aside every hindrance and sin that so easily ensnares us. Let us run with endurance the race that lies before us, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the source and perfecter of our faith. Man, my friend walked me through that last night, and she probably didn't even realize she was. But she reminded me in verse 1 that I am not alone. My feelings are not the truth, and she hears them. She's with me in it. I'm not alone in this Christian life. That's verse 1. Since we have such a large cloud of witnesses surrounding us, she reminded me, you're not in this on your own, Riley. And then let us lay aside every hindrance and sin that so easily ensnares us. She challenged me to lay aside my hindrances. Yes, there are things in my life that are difficult right now. That's true. Yes, there are things that I would like to change, and there are areas of growth that God is challenging me in, and yes, it is hard. Those are all true statements, but we are lying aside those hindrances because they can ensnare us really easily. Because when we focus on them, we go to a dark place. And so she reminded me to lay those aside. And lastly, let us run with endurance the race that lies before us. She reminded me to look at my blessings, to stand up tall, and to turn back to Christ. And I am so grateful for that. If you don't have a friend like that, I challenge you to be a friend like that. Because people who do that for others, it just naturally attracts people who will do that for you. So let's be women who are leaning in. That's why my video is so close, because in the last video we talked about leaning in. And I want that physical reminder that I'm leaning into Christ in this season. That there are hard stuff. I'm doing the hard and holy stuff with Jesus. And so I'm leaning in. But also let's have friends that when we do struggle, when we do fall down, when we have mishaps, when life hits us out of nowhere, let's be friends, and let's have friends that remind us, hey, just like Hebrews 12, you're not in this alone. It's not going to last forever. Turn back to Christ and look at all your blessings. Run with endurance. And part of enduring is being able to say, man, I know this mile is hard, but I've done other miles that are hard. Right? So looking at our life and being reminded of what God's doing. That's how we get through. And it's going to be a hard season. When you lean into the hard and holy stuff, it is hard. So I hope, my prayer today is that we are being friends that point each other back to Christ, and we have friends that point us back to Christ. Have a great day, guys.